So they saying that these two girls got away with pretty much essaying another streamer and pretty much getting away with it. They trying to hold this girl accountable. So these girls accountable. So we gonna react to this video, see what they got going on over here.
Be cooked. One more than the other. One is Asian and one is Nina Lynn. She's just recently blown up. She was on a China trip with Agent 00. And also you have Zoe Spencer, who got cooked. Well, she got her application for Streamer University thrown in the trash because Kai Cenat did not like the way that she behaved with him. A lot of dudes feel like she's constantly trying to emasculate them, and also she got cooked, deep fried. Not even a saute. We're talking about like when your mom burns something and she's like, oh no, it's just a little bit crispy. When you see that black, it's burnt, she's like, nah, it's just a little crunchy. That's what he did to her career. So Illuminati. And we hadn't really heard from Zoe Spencer since, until this incident, which is not something she wanted people to hear about, or she shouldn't want people to hear about, because they are being accused of S-ing another dude. Now, I thought this dude was just a young buck, but I think he's like in his 20s. I think like 24 or something. But regardless, that doesn't, well, it does change things a little bit, because if he's a kid, then they're then they're burnt. It's like, what is it? Cooking mama? Yeah, they're cooking mama burnt. But if he's of age, they're just fried. So I think that's the difference that we can make of it. But I'm going to try to play you guys a clip. I'm on probation still, so, you know, we got to take it a little bit easy. But I will describe, because it's actually really bad.
Yeah, I'm
so
on
I'm going to play you guys
probation.
the first clip right now.
But she always on them. Oh my God. Oh my God. Saeed. Hey, come here. I got you. Saeed, come here.
So you can't.
He's 23.
No.
He's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it.
He's not.
Oh, no.
So here, I got to cut it.
Say, look, bro, this is real bad. Cause like, if you really feel that way, you feel like they assaulting you, why are you laughing? And I don't know, hanging around the wall. Now you might be serious, you know what I'm saying? But like, you don't know how to, I guess, react in that type of situation, especially cameras around, you're streaming. You know, sometimes you feel like you don't want to escalate, but you got to escalate, man. If you don't want to be danced on or twerked on, say something. Stand up for yourself. Quit doing shit like that. And then he little, but just because you little don't mean shit. Like, you can still stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not an asshole for doing that, but look, it's okay to be the asshole sometimes. Stand up for yourself. Really, stand up for yourself.
So what, I got to cut it off before they start throwing it back on him. So I think there is a contrast to be made here, because recently there was a clip going around of Neon and Iggy Azalea, who are business partners, homies, friends, and she's like trying to dance on him, like at least twice. But you can see the way that she's doing it. She's like gauging, right? Like she's getting close to him, and it is a little bit awkward, not gonna lie. I don't know how much of it is scripted, but I do think Neon was just like trying to be respectful of the whole situation. But you could see she wasn't forcing herself on it. She was just like, you know, slowly moving, gauging his reaction. And I think that is completely different. And I'm gonna play you guys that clip of them right now, Iggy Azalea and also Neon.
Yeah, if you look, you kind of look, they both look scared. Like, she trying to see how he gonna react. He trying to see how she gonna react. So they both look like they scared of one another. Just, you know, how people react these days. And it's kind of respectful, but at the same time, it's like, damn, you can't really be too free or anything like that. But, you know, you can really tell she was scared to really go full blown out. She was definitely gauging to see where he was at. And he was just scared. You could just tell he wasn't trying to, you know, look like trouble or anything, whether he got a girlfriend at home or, you know, he just don't know how she gonna react when she do that. Because some girls do that. Some girls that look like they're trying to dance on you. Man, some girls will do it on purpose. It look like they trying to dance on you. And then you get behind them and they looking at you crazy. Like, you throwing all that ass this way though? Like, what you throwing all that ass this way though? Go throw it somewhere else. You don't want me to dance up on it. They're like, literally had their cheeks scrubbing up on your leg. You get the grinding up on them, then it's an issue. So, yeah, man. Yeah, she was definitely gauging to see.
What are your thoughts?
Give me a breakdown.
Check this out, real quick. I went from 160 pounds to 200 pounds, and I'm still lean. No steroids, no crazy meal prep, just the system that actually works. I built my lean bulking program for people just like me. Guys who want to build size, but at the same time stay shredded and keep their strength and size climbing week after week. You don't need an expensive ass gym membership or even a super strict diet. You honestly need a plan that's simple, balanced, and consistent. That's what my program gives you. The same program I used to gain 40 pounds of lean muscle mass is now available. Hit the link below. Start your own transformation journey today. You're like, this nigga scary.
I'm trying to figure out, like, she already gave you the dance that she was trying to do.
I just didn't want to cross the boundaries.
There you go.
Because we're good friends and we have so much coming up and like I really with her.
And he like, it's just dancing.
Like crossing the boundaries if she's dancing in the corner and you just got behind her randomly. You know what I mean? But she was talking to you did and she turned. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, that's she turned to you. Right?
I've recently come to learn that a lot of founders and marketers don't quite know how to look up their competitors' marketing strategies.
Get up on it, and she did it like 3 times, and you denied it all.
So I'm ever gonna get the opportunity?
No, she's gonna get it.
Yes!
Yes!
This is completely different because you see the guy cornered. He's hiding in the corner. You've got these 2 chicks that look bigger than him. It doesn't even matter if they look bigger than him. He's still a man. He's stronger than them. But the vision, I'm saying, is what we're talking about here. And they're trying to, like, take, and he doesn't want them. This dude's Saeed. And I'm just like, yo, what is wrong with these chicks? Why are they doing this? Why is...
I'm going to keep it a buck. Just because, I don't know, I would look at it like it's a criminal case and we taking this shit to court. Like, why are you playing? Why are you laughing? Do you not know how to say no? Do you not how to say, man, chill? Like, nah, like, we not finna do that. No smiling, like being serious. Like, if you really didn't want them girls dancing on you, get the fuck out the way. I've seen Duke Dennis tell Zoe, I don't really know this other girl, the Chinese lady. I've seen Duke Dennis tell Zoe, like, hey, chill out with this dumb shit. I remember that one time she bit his hand and he looked at her like, bitch, the fuck you on? Like, get a little serious. Like, why the fuck you playing with me? But he laughing. You see him, he laughing and smiling. People want to say, oh, you know, sometimes you just caught up in the moment. But yeah, but that moment kind of matters, to be honest. From what we see on camera, like, whether some other shit happened behind the scenes, you know, that's another thing. But like, from what I'm seeing right now, nigga, you playing, like, you know what I mean?
It's necessary. And even XQC responded to this, so this started getting bigger and bigger, and he wanted them banned. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Chat, but now reverse the roles. Hold on now, okay? Some girl is cornered, okay? And then some guy pulls out his schmeedy long sausage, okay? And just starts forward playing. Oh, now I'm weird. Oh, now Chet says, whoa. Now Chet thinks I'm weird for saying that.
No, I mean, that's not equivalent for one. I guess a comparison you can say is like a girl trying to dance and dude trying to get behind her, but she keep moving. But at the same time, she's smiling, laughing, and this dude keep getting behind her. She's smiling, laughing, and shit like that. Wherever she try to move and get the dude to get away, the dude still get behind her, but at the same time, she's smiling and laughing. That's a good equivalent. And I agree with you. It's like, it'd be totally twisted around. Somebody probably end up saying something to him if he kept doing that. But still, at the end of the day, why? This is me. Why isn't the girl saying no or moving away from the dude completely? Getting away from him completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is there a stopping point? And women know how to do it. You know, I ain't gonna say all women know how to do it, but women know how to do it. You know, she'll be dancing, the dude get up behind her, and she look back and stop. You can do that. You can do that, and he can do the same. He can tell her, hey, hold on, like, I ain't with all that shit. Chill. You know, some of these streamers don't want to reveal that they got a girl at the house or whatever the case may be, and that's cool. Just be firm. Hey, chill, like, I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that shit. Look her dead in her face. I'm not with that shit. You do that shit, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be an issue.
Something happens, I reversed the roles. Now I'm the one that's weird. I didn't even say anything. I didn't do nothing.
Now, this only gets worse because what would happen is that wasn't the end of it. So this dude, Saeed, he runs away and he goes upstairs. He leaves the whole situation. Keep in mind, this is on stream. He clearly does not want this to happen. And it's not even like, oh, I don't want it to happen. And then he's like smiling, smirking. Like it's evident that this guy does not want this to happen. But what happens in like the community, people start talking to him and they're like, yo, are you mentally and emotionally traumatized? Not only with the physical aspect. And he says they didn't even post the full thing. There's a part where they literally take me to the room and try to pull down my clothing. Not standing with her, but why didn't you talk about this?
That's crazy. If that's what happened, that's crazy work. Same time, how are you allowing women to get to a point to where they pulling your clothes down and trying to dance or do whatever they trying to do with you? I see you small. I'm looking. It's a small dude. I just don't see. I just don't see it. I can't see it. Even a dude that's 4'11", bitch, you better stop before it be an issue. You want equal rights, we got equal lefts. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when Kevin Gates kicked that girl in the stomach for keep trying to reach for it, I wasn't mad at him. That's assault. If that's true, if they take this boy to a room, try to pull his pants down and do shit to him, come on now. That's fucked up on them. But as a man, how you let that shit get to that point? How you let that shit get to that point? And I know some people will say, oh, but you know, men, it's hard for men to say stuff about this situation. And it's hard for men to really assert themselves as dominant because they don't want to be seen as misogynist. Man, fuck all that. So what? And I guess you don't get there until with age because, you know, I used to have those small insecurities when I was young, 19, 20 years old. So what, bro? The quote-unquote asshole is the person that get what they want. Point blank, period. The quote-unquote asshole is the person that always get what they want. I'm telling you, man. And you got to stand with, bro, if you don't like people bothering you in certain ways, let them people know, like, hey, bro, don't do that. Why are you trying to dance on me? Why are you trying to pull my, hold on, cuz. Like, you can't even get me to that point unless I want it to happen. So, yeah, I'm going to say it. As a man, how are you letting women get you to this point?
Earlier, and why was you laughing in the clip? It was definitely wrong, but come on, we could tell when there's nervous laughter. Like, this was for
Fuck
sure
that, bro.
nervous laughter. What is he supposed to say? And this is the thing.
Fuck that. Take that shit to court and talking about, oh, you were nervous and laughing. Come on, man. Like, you can say no. You can make your no's mean no and your yes mean yes. You can say no, man. Hey, nah, I'm not with that shit. And maybe he is. We can't hear him, right? Maybe he's saying no. Show that you serious. Look, you playing. It's like when you playing with kids, right? And, you know, they throwing shit. You better quit throwing shit, little boy. You better quit throwing shit. You better not throw that shit. They gonna throw it. Why? You laughing. You think it's a game. You think it's funny. Hey, boy, don't throw that shit no goddamn mo. Throw that shit again. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. You'll see shit stop. You'll see the room get silent. You'll see it get silent. Get serious. If you don't want to be taken advantage of like this, and I'm sure he get took advantage of in different ways as well, in other aspects in his life. You playing? No, bro. Y'all take y'all funky ass on somewhere.
Starts throwing hands, feet, elbows, right? Like cracks them right in the splits their head open. They're gonna say, man, you know, there's never a situation where you should hit a chick, man. He should have just got out that situation.
And that's bullshit. Hey, hold on, cuz. And I don't give a fuck. Tell them niggas that be saying there's never a situation where you should ever put your hands on a woman. They ain't been through shit. They regurgitating what they were told as little boys. Don't ever put your hands on a woman. Hey, listen to me. If you've ever been through shit, or you even got a mama that really know how some women out in this world are really fucked up, she'll tell you, man, don't let a bitch put her hands on you. Don't let a bitch do it. I'm not advocating for you to go whoop on hoes that's hitting on you and shit. But what I'm telling you is, don't stand for that shit, man. As soon as she put her hands, bro, leave. Put her in the headlock. I don't give a fuck. RKO, something. She need to learn that I'm a man. I'm stronger than you, and you can't do this shit. Cause let me tell you what's gonna happen. She gonna continuously think this shit is cool and think she can get away with this shit till she fuck around and meet the wrong dude. See, it's one dude that won't do shit at all. He'll let a woman slap him, hit him in the dick, slash his car tires, all that. He'll let her do that shit. It's another dude that'll call his sister. Man, come get this bitch. Come whoop this hoe. It's another dude that'll slap the shit out of a bitch. It's another dude that'll beat the hoe up. Beat the shit out of bitch. Fuck you thought it was. Break her ribs, all that shit. This the scariest motherfucker. It's a dude out there who feel like he ain't got shit to lose. Crazy as hell in the head. He'll bust her brains out on the fucking pavement. You don't want her to come across that dude. And you don't want her to come across that dude. Or it's best, I ain't gonna say you don't want to, because how you feel about it is how you feel about it, right? But it's best for her never to come across that dude. And what's the way she not come across that dude? Knowing her place, knowing her place, knowing her place. Don't put your hands, nobody should be putting hands on nobody. I got a daughter myself. That's gonna be one of the things I teach them. Hey, don't be putting your hands on people, but don't be putting your hands on people you know you can't win a fight with them unless you willing to down your sword, because that's what you're gonna have to do. You feel me?
So what is he supposed to do? And they said when it originally happened, most people were attacking me, and I felt so uncomfortable talking about it that I only talked about it with people that I know. So the situation, you can see some screen caps here. The first one where that chick Zoe Spencer is trying to throw it back, and then they go upstairs and they're like,
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
Trying to take off dude's socks, trying to take off dude's like what he's wearing. One of them is on top of him holding.
I know I went off on a tangent, y'all, but it's like at some point you just cannot give a fuck what other people think.
Him down, which, yeah, one of them is on top of him holding him down. The other one's trying to hop up on him. And do I think that these chicks wanted him? No. However, they need to understand the limits of scripting, improving. Well, most of streaming is improving, but you can't improv a situation like this when the guy's not into it with you. Like, you're forcing it on him. And he even said, I've been vocal about the situation originally, and nobody cared. It took me a lot to talk about it again. And for the third time, it has hurt me once again, where it'll take me time to heal from it again. I've been invalidated by the other parties, which don't realize what it did. And this was just last night. And when people started asking in Nina Lynn's chat and Zoe Spencer's chat about it, their moderators started just deleting stuff. Now, this is another thing that's not working in favor of Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer, is they are a little bit more aggressive compared to the average female streamer. A lot of people will make fun of Nina Lynn's voice. A lot of people feel like they try to emasculate dudes on their stream, and that's part of their content. And that means they are going to get a lot less grace, and it's not going to soften the blow for them when pushback like this happens. Like, if they were like a girly, dainty girl that was behaving like this with a high-pitched voice, like a Pokimane who changes up her voice, then, well, Pokimane is just kind of hated, but just think of that archetype, then they're probably going to be like, man, why this guy playing? Why he doing all that? Man, we know he wanted it, because this is a crazy situation. I feel like if you defend this in particular here, this is like a Boosie bar mitzvah. It's like when, like bar mitzvah is when like a Jewish boy turns into a man at like 13. For Boosie, what he said is he be getting, in his own words, he be getting strippers or hookers or whatever to pull up on his kid and give him some box when he's 13. That's why I call it a Boosie mitzvah, a Boosie bar mitzvah. So they were trying to run a Boosie bar mitzvah on this guy completely against his will, and then he denies it. But Nina Lynn gets approached by Your Rage, and he's trying to figure out the situation. He's like, yo, listen, what you did was foul, and I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now. And her reaction is not the appropriate one.
So what if he says, I feel like you did something wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was going to talk to him, be like, you definitely felt as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you felt disrespected, I didn't know. If you did, I won't. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
I was looking everywhere for him.
And I wonder, was he laughing in the room when they were trying to pull his pants down too? Were you laughing in? How firm was your no? Did you push him at least? As a man, I have to ask you that question. It's probably other dudes that want to do all this crying shit and all this weak ass shit. Fuck all that, bro. You a man. I don't give a fuck. You 3'11", 120 pounds. I don't give a damn. Stand on something. Don't let them run you over.
How you trying to patch that up?
I think he came out.
No, he was here. But I didn't see him outside one time and he disappeared.
No, the moment I came over, he wasn't here. I'm not trying to be his friend, though. Yeah. Why was he? But with Saeed?
And she call you a bitch? Yeah, dog. Hell no. You gotta pull up on her. I ain't telling you to go whoop her ass, but you gotta pull up on her with your camera too. Make her look dumb. She already kind of looked dumb because she was trying to force you in some shit you didn't want to do. But you gotta make her look dumb. That's how they say it in New York. Make her look dumb. Are you dumb? Really? Like pull up on her. So what's all this bitch shit? Cause I ain't want you dancing on me. You don't remember you and homegirl tried to pull me in the room and put a condom on me and shit? Cause y'all wanted me to so bad. I ain't wanna do nothing with y'all cause y'all was so stanky. Y'all got funk pussy. I don't wanna do shit with y'all. That's why I was laughing. I really wasn't trying to hurt y'all feelings. Y'all really stank. I don't want y'all touching me, getting near me, none of that. But I'm laughing on camera. That's what you gotta do, bro. You gotta cut. Hell no, bro. I swear I don't give a fuck about all that weak shit, man. We gotta, and bro, shout out to your rage, but come on, as a man, bro, you shouldn't have another man trying to speak to you to a woman defending you on your back, bro. Come on, bro. What we doing? What we doing?
No, I do gotta talk to Saeed. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I was looking for him all day.
There was zero accountability here, and I'm not saying that she needs to be accountable. I do think she needs to be held accountable, but I don't think she needs to be accountable, because what is she going to say? Like, yeah, man, my fault. I completely essayed that dude. What? That's crazy. That's an admission of guilt. You don't know what kind of lawsuit that could turn into. You don't know what kind of reputation that she has. Now she's going to be an admitted essayer instead of an essayer regardless. It's like she's admitting she knows what she did. So in this situation, she's kind of screwed both ways. No pun intended. But there was a comment on this thread where someone explained the situation very, very clearly. And I'm going to read it out to you guys, just so you know the severity of what happened. I'm so glad someone finally brought up what happened during Nina's stream with Zoe. I was watching live when it happened and was surprised there was no backlash considering just how effed up the whole scene was, especially when Nina whipped out a condom and she and Zoe started forcing Saeed's clothes off on stream. At one point, Zoe even wrapped her entire body around him to where he couldn't break free. She got him in a Kimura. Is that what it's called? I don't even know. That's the only thing that I hear Joe Rogan be talking about on the side of the UFC fights. And this happened in front of everyone who was there and no one did anything. Then when he breaks away to hide upstairs from Zoe, everyone just treated it as a big joke. The dude spent the entire stream running away from her, and the only time someone intervened was when he hid behind Silky, who finally said to Zoe to stop and that he's not consenting, but you could tell he wasn't taking it seriously. And I think they're talking about Silky. And I don't think it matters if Silky took it seriously.
The secret to our deodorant is sand. We got a crazy message from a customer named Mina. Here it is. Hi.
Seriously or not, but the fact that Silky was pushing them off of him is all that matters. It doesn't matter how he took it. Like, he defended the dude, he tried to handle the situation, and that was that. And if this just stayed in the little bubble / community, it would be fine, but it started to spread. And someone that is actually apart from the community that this happens in, Asmongold, who's like one of the biggest people on Twitch right now, arguably the biggest streamer on Twitch right now, and commentator, he reacted to this quite unfavorably. So I'm gonna play you guys 2 clips merged together of what he thought about the situation. And this seems to be maybe his first or second encounter with Nina Lynn, who he's not too fond of either. So I'm gonna run you guys that right now.
What a disgusting, really. Why is this on the platform right now? There is literal video evidence of her assaulting somebody. Really? Like, I mean, what is this? Twitch is like, we have standards called double standards? Yeah. No, it's not even a double standard, because they didn't give a fuck when it happened to other girls, right? And give a fuck about with Emmy, they didn't give a fuck about with this. I just, it's not double standards. They've got no standards. No, we gotta get a video out on this and let everybody know about it. We gotta let people know about this. This is some nasty, raunchy hood rat, disgusting Cardi B.
Oh man, y'all don't know why that shit funny, cuz it's like shit. Nigga said, nah, we gotta get everybody riled up. We gotta make videos about that shit. I'm correlating. And go get everybody and then go get the strap and then we finna roll up on these niggas. That shit funny to me. I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all.
Behavior that should be on like the red light district, and it should have no place on the internet. Get your off of here. Assaulting people, you're disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Get the out of here. Like, how do you even do this?
Yeah.
Wow.
They do need
OnlyFans
to be
make this
held accountable
normalized?
for sure.
No, it didn't. No, this did not make no. This is never normalized. It should never be normalized. Don't ever. It's nobody's fault except for their fault that they did this. Nobody else made this happen.
I think Asmongold makes a really good point here.
Nobody made it happen. You absolutely right. But you can't tell me that this Saeed boy didn't let it happen. You cannot tell me that. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. They know who to fuck with. They know who to fuck with. I bet they won't do that. I bet they wouldn't do shit like that to that Reggie boy. What's his name? Reggie? I think his name Reggie. I bet they won't do that shit to him. I ain't seen nobody do that shit with him. He probably be cool with it though, and cool. But if he said, hey, chill, like I'm not with that shit, they'd stop. He laughed. He think this shit a game. Y'all can't tell me that he wasn't playing a part in letting the shit happen. He didn't make that shit happen to him, but he did let it happen. He did let it escalate.
Where he talks about like, yo, this
Can't
isn't
tell me
a chick's or a dude's thing because Emiru or Emiru, whatever, however it's pronounced, Emiru. That's how I'm saying it. All right, let's come on now. And so she got physically attacked in person at a Twitch event, and in the beginning they were just saying that it was going to be a 30-day ban. It wasn't until that it started spreading everywhere that they turned it into a permanent ban. And that guy was walking off chilling for what did they say, like hours before they like approached him or got him out of the venue or arrested him or whatever the situation ended up happening later. But it was just because of the backlash. And that's a girl that's a partnered streamer that's one of the biggest streamers on the platform, and that happened to her. So this situation with this guy and this chick Nina, it's not like a guy versus girl type thing. But I do think like the reason that Nina thinks that she can behave like this, and Zoe too, is because they've never been held accountable for it. Like they've never been socked out over it because the dude's scared and it's on stream. And it's also like how else would you describe SA in this situation? Like they got to start slobbering on the dude's meat right in front of the stream? Like is that how far it's got to go for it to be considered that? And that's another thing too, when she's trying to understand the situation, completely incapable of understanding the situation, by the way. And she says, yeah, like think about how embarrassing or humiliating it must be for him. Even if, like, let's just say we take her side of the story. Why would you want to completely embarrass and humiliate a guy in front of a live audience of tens of thousands and an audience after it gets clipped that's going to be in the millions? Why would you want to do that? What kind of person wants to do that? Like there's a difference between joking and laughing at someone versus humiliating someone. Like humiliating someone is traumatizing the person because now they're just remembered by that. Like this was my first introduction to this guy Saeed. He seems to be like a low-key guy. I think he streams, like he does his own thing, and then he gets dragged into this, and now this is what I know him by. I know him as a dude.
Hey, Tone, why should people come to the AI Advantage Summit November 6th, 7th, and 8th?
That's a good ad, isn't it?
That got attacked by these two savage beasts that are incapable of understanding when to draw the line. Like someone needs to rein them in. And even McQueen, right? Like McQueen, who is somebody that used to do a lot of girl content, a lot of content with chicks. He was also rolling with DDG back in the day. And I'm going to play you guys this clip of him reacting to the situation.
He's not consenting. Huh? He's not
consenting.
Yeah. See, that's that part right there, okay? That part right there. He's not consenting. And for that, these be mother. I'm just kidding. They shouldn't be done crazy, but there should be some consequences. There should. Because of the fact of the matter is, if two men did, it would look terrible. All the women in the world would be trying to cancel them to that man.
Shade room.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. But why is that okay when why is it okay to do that when men do it? But why? But it's not. Okay. But they not getting, the women aren't getting the same type of. They're not getting the same treatment. Nah, no. Doesn't matter if it was all fun and games. You shouldn't do that, especially not on stream. Keep your hands to yourself, okay? If you want to be a mark and run away from some cool, leave him alone. Let the buster and run away from some. Now you're just forcing a nerd. Let him be a nerd.
Nah, he ain't a mark from running away from some coochie. Man, McQueen, man, them hoes probably stink. Shit, you don't want to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to fuck with them. Shit, I'll probably run. Shit. Man, nah, get y'all motherfucking ass. Shit, I do not want to fuck with y'all. Go sit y'all motherfucking ass down somewhere. You're funky. Yeah, don't make him a mark.
Okay.
So even him, who is somebody that's done types of content like this, is saying like, dog, come on now. This is not it. You cannot let this fly. And some people are saying that, yo, everyone's pretending. This clip actually, I think this comment underneath the McQueen reply, I do think it's something to be addressed, because the comment says, everyone is pretending they don't know what the real issue here is, which is the attractiveness of the women doing the bootying down. This is gross because the chicks are unfortunate looking. Everyone would be calling him a rainbow if he was complaining if someone like Pokimane did it to him. I don't think this is all the way true. Now, if it was, yeah, if it was a Pokimane, I don't, well, this is the thing. A Pokimane has more sense than that. And also, a chick that is far more conventionally attractive, I guess you could say, they're rarely ever going to behave like this. They're not going to be like this aggressive. That's not their character on stream. Like, that's not Pokimane's character on stream. So I really don't think that plays a role in this specific scenario. In others, sure. And in the replies, sure, I see less people defending them, and I do think it's because people, like, if you threw who can I think of that all they do? Yeah, if Ruby Rose was doing this, I think a lot of dudes would be saying like, man, what's wrong with him? I agree with that for sure. A Ruby Rose, or who else? Who else do people be thirsting over? I don't know. That's the only name that I can come up with off the top of my head. But it doesn't change the situation, which is that they should be banned on Twitch. How long? I don't know. But they should not be just streaming like, yo, this is just fly and it's cool and it's chill. And Zoe Spencer in particular is a repeat offender when it comes to things like this, a disrespecter for sure. Yeah. And I would never, it's very, very hard for me to say I want someone permanently banned. So I wouldn't say that, but they need to get it together. Like, they can play this character of like trying to humiliate other people. And honestly, like, I saw the streams with Nina Lynn.
Yeah, they would have been checked on the cool. I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. You think the women, we should let them slide for doing shit like that? The boy should have said something? Or was he in a tough spot to say anything? What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments below. Appreciate you watching. Much love. Peace.